This was complete and utter mayhem. Who thought this would be a good idea? Donald Trump held some event in front of McDonald franchise owners. And during this event, Trump was just an absolute mess. He couldn't really even speak in complete sentences. He started making noises when he talked about like the fish being sold at McDonald's. He was like, shoop, shoop, shoop. It was very, very odd behavior. And then Donald Trump claimed that everything is much more affordable right now. Then he attacked the idea of raising the minimum wage in a press conference about affordability. Some strange stuff. So let me just show you what went down. Here, Donald Trump says he likes fish and then starts making fish noises. Let's play this clip.
I like the fish. I like it. You could do a little bit more tartar sauce, though, please. Seriously. I hate when I said, do you have any tartar sauce? Do you understand that? Yes, I had. He understands it.
Then he randomly starts talking about how he renamed the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. And he says, I know this has nothing to do with McDonald's, but I think I want to tell you this. What is going on? Here, play this clip.
You know what? They went to sugar. Isn't that nice? I said, you got to go to sugar. Just like I said, why is the Gulf of Mexico called the Gulf of Mexico? I said, we're changing the name. And now it's the Gulf of America. It has nothing to do with McDonald's, but maybe it does. Because it's very nice cycle. We have 92% of the shoreline. They have 8%. I wouldn't say I made a lot of friends in Mexico, but they still like me.
Then Donald Trump says that we're going to make the American dream a word or 2 words you didn't have. He said, remember with Biden, it was 3 words. The American dream. Now we're going to make it 2 words. What in the world is this guy talking about? Here, play this clip.
We're going to make the American dream a word that 2 words that you didn't have. You didn't have those 2 words. Remember when Biden said, it's all about 3 words, the American dream. You don't want to ever get in that situation. Remember that? That was not good. It's all about 3 words, American dream.
He then starts telling these McDonald's franchise owners that his term is drill, baby, drill, and he drilled, baby, drilled, he says. I drilled, baby, drilled. Okay, here, play this clip.
Fast. We had an expression, drill, baby, drill. And I drilled, baby, drilled. I tell you, we drill. And
he then starts talking about men being perfect specimens, that he could put them in movies because these men he sees, I think he's saying like in the military, are so handsome. These men are so good looking that he loves these specimens. Here, play this clip.
And we met them all handsome. They look like Tom Cruise. They really do. I don't want to be a wise guy and say, but taller. I'm not going to say that. No, they're perfect specimens. I mean, these guys are like for a movie. I could take everyone, put them in a movie.
And then he says that he's a big hands guy. He's very, very big with hands, even though he's got tiny hands. Here, play this clip.
Didn't you hate that? You walk in to wash your hands. I'm a big hands guy. I like to wash my hands. You know, I used to hate shaking hands. Now, once you run for office, you better like shaking hands or you got a problem. You ever see a politician? No, I don't want to shake hands. Can you do that? I don't think you wouldn't be a politician very long.
He goes on some bizarre rant, which is totally false, about former President Biden not allowing people to use water in their dishwashers. What the hell is even going on here, folks? Here, play this clip.
Donald franchise. But no, the water restrictions totally lifted. All restrictors are gone. And you know, it's interesting. Your dishwashers were covered, right? You had no water. I was with some of the people that make them, Whirlpool and others. And they said, sir, they won't give us the water to use in our dishwashers or use in our washing machines. The washing machines have no water. I mean, it's like a glass of water, half a glass of water. We need water. And I said, how bad is it? He said, well, like the dishwasher. They put the dishes in and they just keep pressing the button, they end up using more water. So I gave them, as you know, unlimited water. Biden came back with a rigged election and he immediately restricted the water again. But I came back in and immediately unrestricted again. So now you have unlimited water to clean your damn dishes, okay? And other things. Your hands. Didn't you hate that?
He then talked about how He wanted to rewrite the speech, but they wouldn't. They said, don't rewrite the speech. And he says, I can remember everything. You even know what he's even talking about here? Here, play this clip.
The core inflation has been the lowest in just about 8 years, just changed. It was 4 years, now it's 8 years. It just changed about an hour. They just said, sir, if you want, we can rewrite the speech. I said, no, I can remember it very nicely. Thank you. I'm not Biden. In the past 6 months, the price of breakfast items has fallen.
He then claims energy and electricity and the price of chicken, everything's coming down. He said everything's so much cheaper now. It's not. Objectively, everything's more expensive. Here, play this clip.
But the price of gasoline and the price of energy is way down. So when energy comes down, you make the donuts, you make the chicken, you make whatever you're making. Everything is all about energy. You have to deliver it. You have the trucks. You have the fuel. When energy comes down, and it's come down fast, we had an expression, drill, baby, drill.
He then claims that he lifted 600,000 Americans off of food stamps, and that's a record. Just lie. You don't lift 600,000 Americans off of food stamps. You may have kicked people off of Medicaid who need their health care. You may have kicked people off Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program who depend on it, who may be starving to death, but you didn't uplift anybody. That's why we have food banks with record lines right now. Here, play this clip.
But in 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off a food stamp, and that's a record. And it's because we really have a strong economy. I mean, we're building thousands and thousands of factories all over this country. Wait till they open up.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor. IQ Bar is the better-for-you plant protein-based snack made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ Bars, 8 IQ Mix Sticks, and 4 IQ Joe Sticks. All IQ Bar products are entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. All IQ Bar products are packed with clean, delicious ingredients that keep you physically and mentally fit, like magnesium, lion's mane, adaptogenins, and more. IQ Bar's plant protein bars are the smarter snack choice with more fiber and less sugar and carbs than the alternatives. IQ Mix is a zero sugar drink mix that hydrates with electrolytes, improves mood, and boosts clarity. IQ Joe is a jitter-free instant coffee packed with 200 milligrams of natural caffeine and comes in 4 different flavors that are better than any brewed coffee. There are plenty of flavor combinations to choose from across all IQ Bar products, from mint chocolate chip protein bars to blueberry pomegranate hydration mixes to toasted hazelnut coffee, and even limited edition and seasonal flavors. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. IQ Bar has become part of my daily routine, whether it's starting my morning with IQ Joe or grabbing an IQ Bar or IQ Mix to refuel or rehydrate after a hard workout. I simply cannot get enough. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text TRUTH to 64,000. Text TRUTH to 64,000. That's TRUTH to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
So then, speaking to McDonald's franchise owners, he says you're going to have to fight for keeping the minimum wage low, and that he's very much against raising the minimum wage like California Governor Newsom did in California. Here, play this clip.
I'm in legally, and wages for hourly workers are rising at the fastest pace in 60 years. And sometimes you might say, was that good or bad? It's great for you. The minimum wage thing you'll have to be talking about. You're going to have to fight. We were talking about California, Gavin Newsom from California. And I knew he's laying siege on the minimum wage. And you people probably know, because that's a very complex subject, and you people probably know better than anybody the impact one way or the other, good or bad. And you're going to let your local congressmen, your senators know about it. But in 9 months, we've lifted.
Then Donald Trump says the word affordable is our word. He says, we have a couple of items like coffee. We're going to get that down. You saw that today. What he's referring to is that they signed an executive order today to reverse the tariffs that he had on certain items like coffee and certain types of produce, that the tariffs caused those prices to spike. And so now they're trying to take credit for removing the tariffs that they put on. Play this clip.
Pretty amazing. That begins with making America. We have to do, the word is affordable, and affordable should be our word, not theirs, because the Democrats got up and talk affordability, and they don't say that they had the worst inflation in history, the highest energy prices in history. Everything was the worst. What they're great at is lying. They say affordability. This stuff was all much more expensive. We have a couple of items like coffee, which is a little high. We're going to get that down. You saw that today. The coffee comes down. Remember when I first took over? Eggs.
At this meeting with McDonald's franchise owners, he starts talking about B-2 bombers. And he goes, we totally obliterated Iran. We obliterated their nuclear facilities. Just let me fact check him. He didn't obliterate the facilities. Iran has the same capabilities right now of developing nuclear weapons as they did before. And if anything, Iran is in a stronger position right now. They even recently started seizing ships in the Strait of Hormuz again. But anyway, Trump lies to the McDonald's franchise owners. Play this clip.
You saw that with the way we took out the nuclear capability of Iran with those gorgeous B-2 bombers. They flew in there. They wiped it. And the word was obliterated. Remember when CNN said, well, it might not have been obliteration. Think of the pilots. They go in there. They're under fire. I was watching this from the Situation Room. And you get to see things in situations you wouldn't believe. And they said, sir, they have entered Iran airspace. All of a sudden you see much faster. Then you see him going down at the whole thing was crazy. I actually said, do people really want to do that for a living? They're waiting for him, but the equipment is so good. The B-2 bomber, stealth. They never saw them. They never saw them. I mean, it's the most amazing thing. And I honored the pilots at the White House. I had them brought in, along with mechanics and a lot of other people. We brought them to the White House.
He then talks about the imaginary number of bringing in $21 trillion. He goes, we've got $21 trillion in investments right now. 21 trillion. It's a made up number. We don't have any of that coming in. It's just a complete lie. Here, play this clip.
Importantly, however, I will tell you, big picture, we have over $17 trillion being invested in our country in 9 months. It's now just about ready to crack 18. And by the end of 1 year, we will have about $20 to $21 trillion invested in our country. That's more by 10 times the highest amount ever invested in any country ever before. And it's largely because of tariffs and I think November 5th election. But it's the largest amount as an example. So if we have 20 or 21 in 1 year, 21 trillion, think of what that is. That's car factories. That's AI. It's everything. They're all coming back because of the tariffs. They're all coming back.
And then he finishes up by saying the whole world was laughing at us. Now they think that we're hot. Now they think that we're smart. No, they're actually both laughing at us and looking at us in absolute horror. Right now is what's actually happening. Play this clip.
It's incredible what's taken place in our country. The world was laughing at us like we were stupid people. They're not laughing anymore. They don't laugh at us anymore. They respect us now again. And that's what we want. We want to be liked. We want to be respected much more so than being liked. And in a certain way, they like us better now too. They respect us, but they like us better now. Because the world was ripping off our country.
And then while all of that was going on, Donald Trump's White House account posted a photo of the White House with the McDonald's golden arch on top of it. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, they probably mean it as a joke, but it is definitely possible for the right price. Well, that's for sure. Let me know what you think, everybody. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers, and thank you so much for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.